So The man in the middle, 6 feet.
Instead, it seems... the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
So the net starting five. Gary Payton is out there with Anthony. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then there's Howard. And it's Kirilenko in at the 4. And that one's good, Mitchell.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Payton against Paul. Payton dishes to Howard. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Mitchell outside. Jokic's screen. Mitchell passes to Jokic. Good D by Howard.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
The shot by Kirilenko, no good.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Kirilenko.
Too big, too strong. Jokic gets what he wants.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Nikola Jokic, shooting 1.
The amazing Nikola Jokic, Stan. How fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand. Constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure arrives. 4 on the shot clock. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
First free throw is good.
Well, you know, a great thing about Jokic is the cohesion he brings to the team. His ball movement and teamwork are contagious.
And he can't hit the second. Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front. Not closing out, missing assignments. It's strange because they were once elite in that regard under Donovan.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Covered by Siakam. Here's Jokic. And a missed layup. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Driving inside. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Hey, just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
That free throw missing.
Payton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
And he sinks the second. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
Strength and determination from Jokic inside, scoring through the contact.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Pascal Siakam. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Out to Anthony for the 3. It's rebounded by DeBusschere.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Excellent D there from Anthony. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. Pass to Kirilenko. Here's Payton, defended by Paul. The wide open look here for Anthony. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists tonight.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. A new lineup here for the Bulls. Here's Collins. Pass to Garland. Cunningham, a screen on Anthony. There's Garland, just 3 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass.
gritty bucket. Garland knows he's going to take contact, but does not back down.
Stolen by Garland. Lays it in off the breakaway. Garland's got his second basket of the game.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Good on the shot.
And superb strength there from Payton, absorbing the contact and keeping his composure for the finish.
Pass to Cunningham and taken away by Wallace. Anthony in the corner. Nets passing it around to the inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to go on Sabonis. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
Here's Payton. The Bulls getting the bucket. Out to Anthony. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Anthony's got 12 in the game.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Outside Collins. Boozer a screen on Lewis. And here's Collins from outside.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Lewis gets the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Sabonis a screen on Payton. Wallace against Cunningham. Back to Boozer. 6 on the shot clock. Sabonis sets the big for Collins. And he's good on the three ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Anthony. He had 15 points last outing. Fires it up. Misses the jumper.
Got it! Oh, what a hit! That is such a tough shot.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
Carmelo Anthony getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from Brooklyn, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Andre Kirilenko's out there with Howard. Then it's Gary Payton. Then it's Anthony. And it's Keenan in at the small forward. Here's Anthony following the basket by Chris Paul. That shot, no good. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Payton. Here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 10. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Garland. Shot on the wing, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And I like seeing Garland use that mid-range area. He is so effective, and it puts so much pressure on the defense.
Now here's Anthony. 12 points for him. Bobbed up there for Howard. And slammed in by Howard.
And Howard has great timing on these alley-oops. As long as the pass is spot on, he's clear for takeoff.
Paul kicks to Garland. Back to Paul. Poked away. And the official signaled a backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Wednesday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana. Then on Wednesday, they'll head back home to host the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And you know, for the matchup with Cincinnati, things starting to solidify as that game is going to be number 10 on the year for them. Team getting sharper every time out.
The Nets making a switch here. Cooper's checked in. Howard with a screen on Paul. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And you look at the stats, Howard's at his best in the pick and roll.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Mitchell wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Howard with the screen on Mitchell. Takes the three. The second effort. Howard misses. Chicago's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Mitchell kicks to DeBusschere. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Ball is screen on Howard. Goes up on the wing. DeBusschere can't get the basket.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Jokic has checked in for the Bulls. And the Nets making a change here. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Cavaliers. Mitchell against Cooper. Brooklyn with the rebound. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Bulls making a switch here. Collins is checked in, and the Nets making a change here as well. Lewis is checked in. Howard, the pass to Cooper. Bobbed up there for Howard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. 5th best, the Nets.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Carlos Boozer's checked in for the Bulls. Shot clock at 6. And here's Collins from outside. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had 15 points last outing. And again, Chicago. No good. And staying a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group. But it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And Brooklyn making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Bulls trail by 6. Mitchell outside. From deep, Collins. And again, Chicago. No good. Cooper against Collins. Cooper kicks to Wallace. Pass to Lewis. Jacks up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lewis has got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Yep, that one goes in there. Jokic has got 8 points.
Well, Jokic is a smooth operator in tight. He won't waste many of those chances.
Pass to Wallace. To the middle. Here's Cooper. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:36 left in the first half. Lewis against Mitchell. Now, here's Jokic. He's covered closely. Lock at 6. Here's Collins. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Collins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Siakam passes to Thurman, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Nets leading by 9. Wallace the pass to Cooper. Mitchell against Lewis. Down low. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Jokic kicks to Boozer. Pass to Collins. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Collins has got 5 points now this quarter.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Nets up by 8. And we'll get going after this from United Center.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Well, right now for Chicago, they haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve just isn't there. That worries you. I'm starting to feel that this team needs a culture change.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Brooklyn Nets.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole other half to go, but the way they're winning this makes them the heavy favorite now. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Bulls. 8-point game. So with Malone on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Paul. DeBusschere is out there with Jokic. Then it's Donovan Mitchell.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. I tell you what, guys, Howard is feeling it tonight. A big game thus far for him offensively.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. And so here is Chicago, following the bucket by the Nets. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hito Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando.
Yes.
Was the most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Al Paul after the missed three from Gary Payton. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
All right, fans, it's dance camp time. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Let's see those dance moves. Oh, yeah. You're offbeat.
Cunningham, he's checked in for the Bulls. And here we can check out the breakdown of rebounds tonight between the front court and the back court for the Nets.
And their big men are getting the bigger percentage of these boards. You know, you expect that, and they'll need them to continue to patrol the paint and clean up the mess if they're going to win this game.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Right wing from deep, Jokic.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions, and Howard's still a presence down low.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic.
Domantas Sabonis.
Garland, the pass to DeBusschere. Clock is at 3. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Dwight Howard.
And a brief look while we had the chance of a few of the hottest big men in the NBA. The leaders among centers and power forwards in field goal percentage during the last month. Domantas Sabonis is on top.
He is an unyielding presence in the low post. I mean, he gets so many good looks because he works so hard to get that great position down low. And when he does, boy, he is impossible to move.
And he's good on the second.
And like his dad back in the day, Domantas has an innate ability to process and make quick decisions.
Payton from outside. It's all in by the Bulls.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 12. Cunningham sets a screen for Paul. Cunningham's shot is off.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
And Howard still has more than enough lift here to finish off plays like that.
Bulls trail by 9. Paul with the ball. Sabonis' screen on Payton. And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And clearly struggling here with the foul, still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Number 35.
Paul with the ball. Now Kirilenko defending. The kick out to Cunningham. Shot clock at 2. Pulls up. High post. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Garland's got 14.
And Garland is doing whatever he wants on offense, looking absolutely dominant.
Anthony can't hit.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Paul. Over Peyton. Paul's shot is off. Nets leading by 7. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
And it's Chicago with the rebound. DeBuscher's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here is Garland. 14 points for him. Over Anthony. And he overshot that one, missing. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And they get it back. Howard setting the pick for Peyton. Pass to Keenan. The Nets need to get a shot off here. 3-pointer. Peyton can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Ball against Anthony. Cunningham passes to Garland. And the Bulls with another miss. Nets leading by 9. Peyton outside. Pass to Anthony from outside the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Peyton. Peyton's got 6 assists here tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
It's the in the 3-1-2. Your 3-1-2 crew.
Checked in for Chicago. Collins comes in for Paul. The Nets making a switch here. Cunningham finds Garland.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Sabonis.
2 minutes.
Cunningham right side. Trying to get something going. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Out to Wallace. The Nets working the ball around now. Garland against Peyton. On the clock. Offline with his 3.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Wallace. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it. And nice take from the big fella. Boozer, I like seeing him put it on the floor there and attack.
Outside Anthony. Back to Payton. Pass to Wallace. Outside Anthony. Lets it go with the three. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside. It's stolen. 3-on-3. Payton surveying the floor. Pass to Anthony. Out to Wallace. Just 3 on the clock. And yes, it's good. Wallace has got 5 points now this quarter.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
And so it's Brooklyn, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Siakam is out there with Wallace. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Payton. And it's Howard in at the center position.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Ball against Payton. Ball's knocked loose. It's taken away by Payton. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Carmelo Anthony at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Bulls. A pass to DeBusch. Jokic with it from deep. He's off on that one.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
And in his day, one of the top scorers in the league. Howard turning back the clock.
Mitchell with it. Back to Paul. Mitchell looking it over. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
And he makes the first.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10" wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
And Mitchell drops them both. Brooklyn leading by 23. Siakam passes to Cooper. Here's Marin, covered by Mitchell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Clearly a foul.
Second team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn, Jack Marin. Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot, keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
He hits the second from the line. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Mitchell outside. Jokic high post over Howard. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Confident stroke from Jokic. Shot ready on the catch.
Marin the pass to Karolinko. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
Well, you look at Paul, he's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
That one is off. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. Now, here's Siakam, following the miss by Jokic. Siakam kicks to Anthony. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
That free throw good from Anthony. So Anthony nails both of them. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, the skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. Sinks the three-pointer.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And right there, you see the impact of Siakam's length. So tough to defend once he gets to his spots.
Pascal Siakam taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And the Bulls making a change here. Collins has checked in. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generations. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
And the first one drops.
And since halftime, he's made a concerted effort to get to the line. Be aggressive. Great stuff.
And the Bulls making a change here. Boozer's checked in. So he gets them both. The Bulls have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. It's deflected. Pass to Jokic. And landing zone fouls have been a part of the rule book for some time now, Coach. It's changed how shooters shoot.
No question, Kevin, and it's a good thing, I think. The NBA needs to protect the shooters. They're doing that. None of us wants injuries that could be prevented. We don't want to see the great shooters just come down and land on somebody's foot and miss 6 to 8 weeks.
Payton drives in, and he converts the layup.
Hey, how about the quickness on display there for Payton, especially when he's slicing to the basket?
Outside Collins. A pass to DeBusschere. Kicks it out to Paul. 5 on the clock. Looking to end the run. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Kirilenko with a screen on Paul. Lobbed up there for Howard. Stolen by Collins. A pass to DeBusschere.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Boozer passes to DeBusschere. Here's Paul. Fires for 3. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound. Kirilenko's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Anthony drives in. 2 points. That one goes. Anthony's got 34 points.
Oh, great job by Anthony, keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
Jokic kicks to DeBusschere. DeBusschere with a screen on Anthony. It's Collins, high post. Anthony on him. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. So, Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
And the first one at the line is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Chicago has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And it'll mark their fourth win on the year. Actually, their... Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Garland against Payton. Garland dishes to Cunningham. Back to Garland. Great D that time from Payton. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Pascal, you've been getting stops, getting out and running. What is working defensively?
Our energy was where we wanted to be. And that's how we got to play every single night. We can't come in and not play that way, because that's the way we play. So we got to play like that every single night. And it starts with me. You know, like I have to bring my team to that energy level every single night. And, you know, I'm going to try my best to do that.
It was successful tonight, man. Congratulations on a big win. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Carmelo Anthony.
Let's meet.
All right, Brett.
Creeping up on the halfway point of the season, what things change for teams at this stage?
Well, I think there's just a lot more definition, right, BA? You're talking about the minutes that you're playing, the roles that you're playing, who's established, the type of skill set that they bring to each and every contest. So the rust is off, players are in great shape, and now the team is tuning themselves in to a higher standard of play.
A look at the opening lineup for Washington. Joel Embiid is out there with Banchero. Then there's Rajon Rondo, and it's Allen in at the two-guard spot. Outside, Rondo. Screen by Embiid. Shot clock at 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Brent, since 1980, the Wizards have had home court advantage in the playoffs just one time.
BA, do you want to have anything that you want to share that's positive about the Wizards? I mean, this team has not made it out of the second round in that span, so hard to envision that happening anytime soon. They got a long way to go.
Here's Wilkins. It's rebounded by Pierce.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Banchero. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And again, Washington, no good. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Wilkins. He buries it from 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Allen, good, and it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
Rondo finding his teammates, that is his greatest strength on the floor.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
And Allie, thanks.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And let's take a look at the leaderboard with numbers from the last month. The best two guards scoring the ball. You take a look at Bryant, third in the association. Just makes scoring look effortless. Man, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, the absolute best of the best at the shooting guard position. I mean, they can score the ball and flat out dominate defenses.
Well, these are the assassins of the NBA right there. The players who can turn a game on its head when they start to feel it. They are almost always the primary focus of the opposing defense.
Now here's Rondo. Fires from deep. Pierce gets the bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here's Hardaway. Here's Wilkins. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Outside Hardaway. They set the screen to halt the run. Sends it home from three-point land.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Pierce. And the Bucks making a change here. Martin's checked in.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your Bucks. Number 42.
Screen by Embiid. Here's Banchero. Plenty of space. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Hey guys, can we show some love to the defense in that game? They were relentless. They were dominant. It was just a great performance overall.
That last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
Now here's Rondo. No made baskets yet. Banchero the screen. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
That one's no good. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Washington with the ball, following the score by Milwaukee. Washington again can't hit. Curry looking it over. Martin finds Curry. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Washington has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Kidd with the bucket.
Rondo at his best, an elite distributor setting the table.
The Bucks trail by 3. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Outside Hardaway. Lets it fly. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Hardaway's got his second bucket on the night. The Wizards have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. They set the pick. Avdia from outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You can see the work that Avdia has put into that three-point shot.
Now here's Hardaway. Guarded closely. Martin a screen. Here's Free. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wizards leading by 4. Pass to Kidd. Out to the wing. Takes a three. And it's Martin with the rebound. 1:42 left to play in the first quarter. To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
They set the pick. Avdia from outside hits a three-pointer. Avdia's got 6 points.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Pass to Free on the wing. Curry. Off target from three-point range.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Martin outside. And here's Hardaway. Fires the three. The rebound by Allen. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Leading by 5. And there it is for him.
Good setup. Avdia, he's got such a good feel for the game.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. Thompson, he's checked in for the Bucks. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter here.
That's how you draw it up. The defense just couldn't react in time.
On the wing, Curry. They need this. Misses again. Now 0 for 3. Wizards leading by 9. Allen on the wing. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Here's Curry. And again, it's the Bucks missing. And so it's the Washington Wizards. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And they put... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Wizards?
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
We've got him in Thompson. Kobe Bryant is out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Cowens in at the 5 spot. That's the group from Milwaukee right now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Pierce, the pass to Embiid. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Kidd. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Outside Hardaway. Bryant outside. Back to Hardaway. There's a screen. Three-pointer. Kidd with a rebound.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Here's Hardaway. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Kidd. Then Carroll the screen. Here's Pierce. Embiid drawing the double team. Rondo. Thompson with some nice D. The Bucks trail by 7. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, BA, I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Free throw good. Bryant. And both free throws good for Bryant.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Outside. Rondo. Oh, they get a hand on it. Carroll with a screen on Bryant. Kidd to pass to Rondo. He's off on the layup. The Bucks trail by 5. Outside Hardaway. Bryant outside. Lets it go from deep. And another miss by Milwaukee.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Pierce. Screen by Embiid. Pierce can't get to it. Wilkins pass to Hardaway. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. And a chance here to check out some stats for Paolo Banchero. Up top, Bryant. He's got 9. 4 on the clock. On target from range. Bryant's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
The 3 from Banchero at the arc. Banchero finds his mark.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So both teams changing it up here. And quickly, the 2K leaderboard, showing the teams blocking the most shots over the last month. The Bucks, number 1.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
Washington on D. They've led by as much as 10. Bryant outside. It's rebounded by Pierce.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Down low. Allen outside. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Wilkins lays it up and banks it in. Wilkins has got 5 now.
Now, I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
Here's Pierce. Pass to Kidd. And Banchero surveys. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Embiid misses. Bucks trail by 3. Ooh, poked away. Kidd the pass to Pierce. Allen outside. Washington again can't hit.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Cowens passes to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. From deep. Kidd with a rebound. Kidd's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Allen. Here's Pierce. 6 to shoot. Screen by Embiid. Back to Allen. Here's the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Wilkins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, there's the alley. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And there's 1:38 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Kidd. Jump shot is good that time. And the Wizards lead by 3.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Lets it fly from 18. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
That one goes. Count it.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Here's the pick. He's guarded by Martin. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Washington shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Abdia. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Free. Allen defending. Free to pass to Martin. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's eye.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Wizards. They lead by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot.
When I look at Milwaukee, you expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see.
And we look now at the Milwaukee Bucks. We got a battle out there after one half of play.
They found an advantage in the painted area, and they're exploding.
Thanks as always.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Bucks trail. Checking out the group for Brian Keefe to start the second half. We've got Rajon Rondo, Banchero out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Allen in at the shooting guard position. Bryant, no good. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Wizards. They've led by as much as 10. Banchero the screen. Pierce. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. Milwaukee shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Bryant outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And for Washington, they're shooting around 41%. Pass to Pierce. Jacks up with 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Bryant outside. Nails it from 3. Bryant's got 17.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Washington trailing. Rondo passes to Pierce. That's tipped. Four on the clock. Let's go with a 3. And another miss by Washington.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Pass to Rondo. The 3 from Banchero. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Bryant finds Hardaway. And there's the screen. Back to Bryant. Puts up a three and scoring. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Embiid a screen on Hardaway. Rondo passes to Allen. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Cowens. Here's Wilkins. The three is up. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Out to the right wing. Second chance shot. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First trip to the line for him here. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And let's take a look now at how the shots have been divided up between 3s and 2s for the Wizards.
And they keep shooting from long range despite the results. So you have to think it's time for a change of strategy. They need to go inside and get aggressive in the paint.
Rondo passes to Pierce. Washington again can't hit.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Bryant outside. And another miss by Milwaukee. Wizards trail by 4. And Carroll with it. Now guarded by Bryant. The shot goes as the ref calls the blocking foul. And he's on his way to the line.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
The Bucks have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Inside, Nader. Yes, sir, and it's Bryant picking up the assist. Bryant's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Nader grabs a miss. Nader's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Wilkins. It's rebounded by Washington. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. To the paint. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Martin, the pass to Thompson. Martin, a screen. To the middle. Washington with a rebound. Here's Banchero. Pass to Embiid. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams are getting it done in their transition offense. Number 5, Milwaukee.
They've been playing at a fast pace, which plays to their strengths.
The 3 from Curry. And another miss by Milwaukee. And for Washington, they're shooting just 37% so far in this one. Here's Sloan. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Free to pass to Thompson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
The sheer size of Thompson makes it difficult for defenders to match up well against him.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Here's Free. Still without a bucket. Sinks it. What range from downtown. And the Bucks lead by 5.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Yet calling for it, Banchero with the answer tray.
Pass to Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Banchero goes back up, and he drops that one in.
give him 8 points now.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Thompson passes to Bryant. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. Hardaway's checked in for Curry. And it's Washington with the ball. It's a 3-point game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Rondo passes to Pierce. Clock at 6. Looking to get it going. And Bryant pulls it down. Ooh, stolen by Allen. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Bucks on top. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Kobe Bryant, also Tim Hardaway out there, and it's Cowens in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Bryant outside from the arc. It's rebounded by Washington. Embiid's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Screen by Embiid. And it's Washington with another.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Pass to Bryant from downtown. It's rebounded by Banchero.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And another miss by Milwaukee.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Allen, the pass to Banchero. Banchero with a screen on Hardaway. Here's Rondo. 2 on the clock. Embiid misses.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Oh, Embiid with the slam.
The Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
And there's a pick. Hardaway, the pass to Bryant. Here's Cowens. Guarded by Banchero. Here's Wilkins. To end the drought. It's rebounded by Pierce. Pierce has got 4 rebounds in the game. Oh, a really deep 3 that time. And it's a 9-point Wizard lead.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Bryant. Fires for 3. Knocks down the long J. Bryant's got 26 points.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Screen by Embiid. Pierce. Off target from outside.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting him rip.
And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
A good look from Allen. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, they can ding your confidence.
Pass to Bryant. Here's Wilkins to tie it up. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only 1 so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
In the fourth quarter, he's gone 3 for 4. They've really needed it.
Pass to Bryant. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. For 3, Hardaway. It's rebounded by Washington. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass heating.
Pass to Pierce. The three is up. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo. He's got 6 assists now in the game. The Bucks trail by 9. Outside Hardaway. Here's Bryant. Rebound by the Wizards. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Poke loose. Now here's Hardaway. Checked by Rondo. Outside Hardaway. Cowens passes to Bryant. 5 to shoot. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Yeah, imposing his will. Embiid sending a message with that rejection.
Pass to Pierce. Launches it. A rebound by Hibbert. Hibbert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Hardaway. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Joel Embiid.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Hardaway hits them both. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Rondo passes to Pierce. Now here's Allen. Washington again can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
For 3, Hardaway. It's rebounded by Washington.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
And Carroll with a screen on Bryant. Pass to Pierce. 4-3. The offensive rebound. Bucks trail by 7. Bryant outside. There's a minute 17 left in the game. Deflected.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
Here's Pierce. Hardaway grabs the board.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
And he sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Here's Hibbert. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They don't want to waste time here. If they can score fast enough, they can go back on D and try to get a stop instead of having to foul.
We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Hardaway from outside. Money! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Outside. Rondo. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Pierce. To stop the drought. Oh, nails the triple!
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Five ticks left in the 4th quarter. So it's Washington picking up the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. As we leave, we present our player of the game.
Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Malone is out there with Marion. Then there's Ginobili. Then it's Johnson, and it's Mourning in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Vancouver, Johnson is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Willis. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Doncic in at point. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
Ginobili the pass to Malone. Edwards inside. He's covered by Ginobili. And there's Edwards on the assist by Adebayo.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Willis against Mourning, and they pick up two.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Doncic. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin. You often hear the phrase franchise player. When you think about Luka Doncic and the amount he controls the action, the MVP level play, he is the true definition of it.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first free throw of the game. And both free throws good for Malone.
The bruising power forward, Malone, a dominant offensive player between his nifty post moves and that soft mid-range.
Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, that's too bad. A nice drive there, but just couldn't finish.
Pass to Malone. Over Adebayo. And again, the Hornets missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Vancouver. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
6 to shoot. Fires from deep. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Ginobili, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Last outing for Vancouver, it was a loss to the Pistons.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Now, here is Mourning. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Ginobili, that's good.
And like a car without brakes, Ginobili careens down the floor.
It'll be Vancouver with their first time out of the game here.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
On defense, the Hornets. Vancouver working the ball around now. Adebayo kicks to Edwards. Takes it off the glass. Edwards got his second basket.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Pass to Mourning. Over Willis. It's hauled in by Willis.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest. This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And here is Mourning after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
Now here's Ginobili, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Malone finds Ginobili. Malone sets the pick for Ginobili. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Luka Doncic.
And Ginobili is just fearless. He isn't concerned about getting fouled on the way up.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Keenan sets a screen for Edwards. No good from outside. Charlotte in the lead. To the paint. Here's Murphy. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. Vancouver pulls it in. Edwards passes to Maxey. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Ravens will retain possession here. Charlotte making a switch. Reeves is checked in. Here's Sharman. Pass to Manning. Clock at 6. From 17 feet out. A shot by Sharman, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Turkoglu kicks to Murphy. West trying to free himself up. And it's sent back by Keenan.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battable.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Reeves. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Milwaukee. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Maxey. Really had troubles in the loss to Detroit. Turkoglu against Edwards. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by West. Charlotte shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Here's Turkoglu. Vancouver pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Came in a screen. Edwards against Reeves. That one goes. Count it. Edwards got 11.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
West a screen on Maxey. Here's Murphy. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Vancouver is gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Maxey, no good.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Inside, here's West, and the dunk by West.
Putting his agility to great use on that jam. West can just pop off the floor.
Keenan sets a screen for Edwards. And it's blocked. Now Turkoglu. He has yet to score. Pass to Murphy. Hit the floater. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Hornets ahead. They're up by 1. It's the... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Luka Doncic out there with Maxey. Then there's Johnson. Then there's Chris Kane. And it's Manning in at the power forward. And for the Hornets, Ginobili is out there with Magic Johnson. Then there's West. Then there's Marion. And it's Mourning in at the 5 spot. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. You're some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting the cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
For Vancouver, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Count it, good. And the Hornets lead by 3.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Adebayo finds Johnson. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Maxey. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Magic Johnson picks one up.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the strike. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Here's Ginobili. And the shot no good, a bit short. Ginobili's gone 1 of 3 on the night. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Ginobili, stolen by Magic. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
And the Hornets call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. And it's Doncic missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
It's deflected. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Maxey. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Adebayo's got his 3rd assist on the night. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Ravens.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Pass to Doncic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Luka Doncic started off his 2024 doors with a historic scoring performance.
He sure did, Kevin. He was only the 4th player in league history to score over 72 points in a game. It was the shooting performance of a lifetime, and Luka just takes it all in stride. Incredible.
That free throw, no good.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He could really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels, so dangerous.
The Ravens making a switch here. Edwards is checked in, and then for Charlotte, Lambier's checked in for Mourning. West comes in for Karl Malone. And it's Austin Reeves in for Ginobili. Charlotte trails by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
For 3, Edwards. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball.
I mean, it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
So both teams changing it up here. Johnson for three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Joe Johnson showing off that sweet touch from deep. Wow, what a dangerous three-point threat.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Chance to look at stats for Anthony Edwards. Coming off a terrific season, he was around 26 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Edwards against Reeves. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Murphy. And again, the Hornets missing. Vancouver leading by 8. Here's Edwards. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Edwards got 13.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Reeves against Edwards. Reeves the pass to Murphy. Over Sharman. And the Hornets miss again.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Johnson the screen. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Ravens. On Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the 76ers in Philadelphia. Then on Wednesday, they're off to Washington to take on the Wizards.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
The first free throw is good. Vancouver making a switch here. Both good from the line that time. Charlotte trails by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Murphy passes to Turkoglu.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Edwards against Reeves. Pocket 4. Here's Turkoglu. And the Hornets miss again.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Manning. The shot comes out. West with some nice D. Charlotte trails by 12. Turkoglu inside the line. No good, unable to end this run. Pass to Manning. Now Edwards lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Lambier. Lambier's got 6 rebounds in the game. Murphy against Johnson. Murphy passes to Lampier. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Edwards against Reeves. Here's the three. Edwards with confidence.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from three.
Reeves with the screen for Murphy. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Now here's Edwards. Over Murphy. The good-looking shot from the wing. Edwards got 18 points in the game. And so that's the end of the first half. Ravens lead by 15. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
24.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
Taking a look here now at Vancouver, they knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. We hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
And turning our attention back to that first half of action, guys, Anthony Edwards was in complete control.
The Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, coming up big, making his presence felt in the first half, man.
More bounce to the ounce. He can get airborne and make highlights with the best of them.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Ravens. Bam Adebayo is out there with Willis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And for the Hornets, they've got Marion. Ginobili out there with Johnson. Then it's Malone. And it's Mourning in at the 5. Adebayo against Marion. Adebayo kicks to Edwards. Adebayo with the screen on Mourning. Here's Edwards. It's some room on the way in, and the bucket's good. Edwards got 20 points.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
And Malone with the basket on the assist by Mourning.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Pass to Willis. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded by Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Mourning sends it back.
And that is why shooters fear Mourning. He's got excellent instincts for coming up with the block.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Willis, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Ginobili the pass to Malone. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
And that's the last guy you want to defend inside. Malone is just too good near the hoop.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him. He's off on the second. Vancouver leading by 17. Over in the corner, Edwards. Johnson kicks to Adebayo. Down low. Here's Edwards. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Charlotte calls timeout. Maxey's checked in for Vancouver. When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboards show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. And you look at Johnson, second in the NBA. So great from the line. And, of course, Karl Malone. Also absolutely fantastic from the free throw line.
They have both been unconscious from the free throw line. I mean, you could put a blindfold on them, and it wouldn't matter.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Sinks the triple. Johnson's got his third basket of the night right there.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA, thanks. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. The three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Marion's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ginobili kicks to Johnson. Here's Mourning. He's covered by Willis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mourning's got 8.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
Bill Lambier's checked in for Charlotte. West comes in for Karl Malone. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And again, it's Vancouver missing. Pass to West. It's stolen by Adebayo. Maxey attacking.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 34 points a game last season, 10 assists and 9 rebounds. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Here's Turkoglu. Misses from close range. Vancouver leading by 18. Here's Sharman from 15 feet away, and it's good. 2 points. 5 points in the game.
Wow, quick trigger from Luka. Ready on the catch to release and fire.
On the wing, Johnson. Shoots over Doncic from 13 feet. It goes down.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Sharman, the pass to Adebayo. And here's Maxey. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. That's on Bill Laimbeer. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
Austin Reeves is checked in for Johnson. And so he hits both. Charlotte trails by 20. And now to the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who has an update for us on Anthony Edwards. What's the news there, Dave?
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Vancouver, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. There's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. And the guy worked so hard, teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
Reeves outside. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Kaman.
Love seeing this type of energy on defense from Kaman. Excellent swat there.
Vancouver making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Vancouver leading by 21. Kaman dishes to Doncic. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Turkoglu rebounded by Kaman. Kaman's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. It's deflected, and so it looks like the Ravens will retain possession here. Off the inbound, and it comes off the front of the rim.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA, and I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Doncic with it. 8 points for him. Lets it go from deep. And Lambeer pulls it down. Lambeer's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Doncic against Murphy. Lock at 6 to the inside. And then Lambeer with the dunk.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for Charlotte, trailing by 19. Willis is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Anthony Edwards.